Hello class 7, how are you all doing? Children, let us first begin with the answers of your sixth assignment. In your sixth assignment, three exercises from different pages were given. Okay, let us see how you have done it. The first question was given from page number 7, and in the exercise you were supposed to underline the subjects in each sentence. Okay, so the first one is Milkha Singh is a living legend, and the subject is Milkha Singh. Second one, the Silk Route was a route used for transporting goods from China to Europe. The subject of this sentence is the Silk Route. Number 3, the oldest language in the world which is still used is Tamil. The subject in this sentence is the oldest language. Number 4, here comes the great musician Pandit Ravi Shankar, who is also known as the sitar maestro. And the subject of this sentence is the great musician Pandit Ravi Shankar. And number 5, going by the rules, Richa could not carry her pet dog in the train, and the subject is Richa. Okay, now from page number 8, an exercise was given to you wherein you were asked to complete the question by using a suitable question word. Okay, let's see the answer. The first one, the complete question would have been, is this your dog? Okay, so the question word is. Number 2, where did your father go? Number 3, who is taking care of the baby? Number 4, do you often come to this park to play? Number 5, whom did you meet on your way home? WHOM, whom. Number 6 can have one of the two question words. One can be what fruit is this? That means you are asking to tell you the fruit's name. And the third, and then another option can be whose fruit is this? That means you are asking that who is the owner of that fruit, or to whom the fruit belongs. So in the sixth one, you can use either of the two words, what or whose. Okay, now from exercise number 9 from page number 9, exercise B was given, and the question was that you had to change the sentences into interrogative sentence. Okay, the first sentence was, this dog is well trained to catch a ball. The question you will form for this sentence is this dog well trained to catch a ball? Number 2, the old man was tired after the day's work. Question, was the old woman tired after the day's work? Number 3, if you practice regularly, you will master the game. Question, will you master the game if you practice regularly? Number 4, the tiger is in the forest to hunt for a prey. Question, is the tiger in the forest to hunt for a prey? Okay, so these were the questions that were to be formed of the sentences. Okay, now for today's class, I'll be explaining to you about question tags. Let us first understand what a question tag is. Okay, now question tag is a small question used at the end of a sentence to ask for confirmation. In other words, when we want to confirm something from someone, when we want to know whether that person agrees with us, whether the answer is a yes or a no, we say a sentence and then we end it with a small question which is made up of two words. So that small question which is used after the sentence is said is called a question tag. Okay, for example, you are coming with us. This is the sentence. I'm saying to someone that you are coming with us. Now I want to confirm whether that person is coming with us or not. So I am putting up a question to him, aren't you? So this small question, aren't you, is the question tag. Okay, so if you look at the sentence very carefully, you see that after saying the sentence, a comma has been put, and then the question tag is used, and the question mark is followed. Okay, so the point where a comma is put, before that the sentence said is a statement. Okay, so you are coming with us, that's a statement. But I want to know whether the person is actually coming with us, whether he says okay I am coming, or no I am not coming, or maybe. Okay, so I want to know the answer, whether it's a yes or a no. So for that I have asked a question to the person, aren't you? So that aren't you part of a sentence is called a question tag. So whenever a question tag is used in a sentence, before the question tag you will always put a comma, and after the question tag you will always put a question mark, right? Now beside this there are other features, other characteristics of a question tag also, which I am going to explain to you one by one. When it comes to question tags, you must always remember that a question tag is always made up of only 2 words. Okay, so whenever you are going to use or frame a question tag, it has to be made up of 2 words. Okay, second word will always be the subject. Okay, or should I say the second word of a question tag will be the pronoun which you are going to use for the subject of the sentence. The second part of the question tag will always be the pronoun used for the subject. Okay, the first part of the question tag will be the helping verb, and that helping verb can be in the positive form also, and it can be in the negative form also. For example, if the if the helping verb is to be used in a positive form, then it can be like is she, or was he, or were they. Okay, so these are the examples of question tags in positive form. But if we have to use the negative form of a question verb, a question tag, then we will write isn't she, wasn't he, and weren't they. Whenever you are using the negative form of question tag, always remember that it will be used in the contraction form. That means it will be used in the short form. You will not write is not she. Instead, you will write isn't she. Okay. So when a negative form is used in question tag, it is always be used in the short form. In other words, in the contraction form. Okay. The second thing that you must remember while using a question tag is that the subject of the question tag should always agree with the subject of the statement. For example, the girl was smiling. Now this is the statement. Now the statement is about whom? It is about a girl. So when we are ending it with a question tag, the pronoun which is going to be used in question tag should be the one that is used for a girl. So the question tag will be the girl was smiling, wasn't she. You know the pronoun she is used for female gender. Okay, you cannot write here he, or you cannot write here they or you. Because the sentence is about a girl, the pronoun that we use for female gender, feminine gender, is she. So the subject in the question tag should always agree with the subject of the statement. Okay, one more example. The children were happy, weren't they? Now in the first sentence, the children were happy, the subject was the children, that is plural form of the word child. Okay, so the subject is a plural form. So the question tag, in question tag the subject is weren't they. So here they is the subject of question tag, and for when we are talking about more than one person, we use the pronoun they. So the subject of the question tag in both these sentences are agreeing with the subject of the statement. In the first sentence, the statement was a girl, a feminine gender. For feminine gender, we use the pronoun she. Had here been written boy, then the sentence would have ended with the he. The question tag would have been ended with the he. Okay, in the second sentence, in the statement part, the subject was the children, which is a plural noun. So for plural nouns, we use which pronoun? They. So the question tag will end with a they. So this shows that when you are using a question tag, the subject of the tag, question tag, should be according to the subject of the statement that you are saying. Okay? Okay, next thing is that if a statement is in positive form, it will end with a negative question tag. And if the sentence is in a negative form, it's a negative statement, then the question tag will be with a positive helping verb. Okay. For example, the boys will come. Now the boys will come is a positive statement. So when we'll use a question tag with this sentence, that question tag will be in the negative form. And always remember, negative means use of not with a verb. Okay. So the boys will come. The opposite of will is will not, right? Will is positive, will not is negative. But we cannot use will not here because the question tag is made up of only two words. So we will use the short form of will not, that is won't. So the sentence will end with the question tag. The boys will come, won't they? Because the statement is a positive statement, the question tag will be having a negative form of the same helping verb. Okay. Next sentence. You can drive a car. Again, this sentence is a positive statement. You can drive a car. Opposite of can is cannot. So the question tag will be can't you. The helping verb here used is can. This is a positive form, positive statement. So the question tag will have the negative form of can, that is can't. We cannot use cannot. Okay, we will use the short form of cannot, that is can't. Now look at the third and the fourth sentence. Rupal wasn't ready and the players aren't hurt. Now the sentence Rupal wasn't ready is a negative statement because it is having a not in it, was not ready. And the second one is the players aren't hurt. That means again here aren't is the short form of are not. So again this statement is negative. When the statement is negative, we will use the positive question tag. Okay. If the statement, in the statement there is a not used with the helping verb, the question tag will have simply the helping verb without a not. So when the statement is a negative statement, the question tag will be the positive one. And when the statement is a positive statement, then we will use the negative question tag. Right? If is used in a sentence, the question tag will become isn't, and then followed by the pronoun for the subject. If have is used, then it will be haven't, has, hasn't. If it be if in the negative sentence hadn't is used, then the question tag will become had. Weren't, were. Okay, if the negative statement has got a weren't in it, then the question tag will have a were. So with a positive statement, you will use the negative form of question tag, and if the statement is negative, then you will use the positive form of the question tag. Sometimes what happens in a sentence, there is no use of auxiliary verb or helping verbs. Okay, then what to do? Then how to form the question tag? When in a sentence there is no helping verb used, then to form a question tag, we use either do or does or did. Okay, for example, she forgot her tickets. Now here the verb is forgot, which is in the V2 form. when the verb in the statement, positive statement, is in the second form, that is in the past form, then the question tag will start with did. Okay, if the verb is in second form, then did or didn't will be used. If the word in the sentence is in the V1 form, then don't will be used. And if the verb is with an S or an ES in the statement, then does or doesn't will be used depending upon what is the type of the statement said. Okay, for example, she forgot her tickets. Here forgot is the V2 form of the verb and the statement is in positive form. Because it is a positive statement with second form of the verb, we are using the negative question tag didn't, right? Second sentence, I love this song. Here love is the V1 form and it is a positive statement, so the question tag will be a negative statement, and because the verb is the V1 form, we are going to use don't. Okay, the third sentence, Ravi sings well. Again it is a positive statement, so the question tag will obviously be negative one. Now what we have to concentrate is the form of the verb. Here the verb is written with an S. Okay, so the question tag in negative form will be doesn't. If the verb is in second form, we will use did or did not depending upon the positive or negative statement. If the verb is in its base form, is it in the first form, that is present tense, then we will use either do or don't depending upon the type of the statement. If the statement is written with a verb which ends with an S or an ES, then for question tag we will use the word does or doesn't, right? Beside these things, there are certain other things also that you must keep in mind. For example, how you will frame a question tag for a sentence which is either an order or a request. In other words, an imperative sentence. If in a sentence an order is made or a request is made, then to form question tag for such sentences, you will always use will you or won't you. Okay, for imperative sentence, see, imperative sentence doesn't have a subject in it. Okay, it is straightway a command or a request. For example, go and shut the door. So if I say go and shut the door, the question tag which I am going to use is will you, because I am talking to you. In imperative sentence, subject is you. I have already explained to you before also. Okay, so for an imperative sentence, a question tag is formed by using will or won't with you. Okay, please help me out with this question, won't you? Okay, so whether an imperative sentence, if an imperative sentence is in you can say positive statement, if an imperative sentence is a positive statement, you will always end it with the question tag will you or won't you. So that option is open for you. But if an imperative sentence is written in a negative form, for example, you will not cheat. You will not cheat is a negative imperative sentence. So to end it with the question tag, I will use will you. Okay. So if an imperative sentence is in positive, you can use will you also, you can use won't you also in question tag. But if the imperative sentence is in negative statement, then you will write the positive question tag, that is will you. For imperative sentence, you can only use will you or won't you. Okay. Now another thing is, if a sentence is beginning with letters, for example, let us go for a walk. So the question tag will be shall we. That means you are asking, it's a suggestion, let us go there. So when a suggestion is there, then it should end with the question tag shall we. And the last one is, if the subject of the sentence is I, that means if the sentence is beginning with an I, the question tag will always be aren't I. Am not I is not correct. Okay, So if a sentence is beginning with I, the question tag will always be are, aren't I.